Hey everybody, happy Treadmill Tuesday. So let's get right into it. 3 words: kids, cats, and chickens. So I never thought these 3 things would be tied together and have a major role in my life, but there's one precipitating factor in all 3 things. And that word is change, which is what we're going to be talking about today. So the definition of change is to make or become different. Now, how did kids, cats, and chickens cause me to become different? We're going to talk about specifically chickens today because I decided to shoot the video of what it looked like for me to pick up a chicken. I have never done this before in my life, nor have I wanted to. So this all stems from the word why. Why the hell would I be sharing a video of me picking up a chicken? Well, why was I doing this in the first place? Because, let's take a look at that word why. Why is change so hard? Why do we resist change? Well, it's because all change involves some element of pain, whether it's physical, whether it's emotional, whether it's mental, or whether it's even spiritual. So how was a chicken? Was it spiritually painful for me? No. Was I freaked out by the thing flapping its wings around? Yes. Was I freaked out by the fact that chickens are dirty? Yes. But we had some clients that were kind enough to gift us. I swear to God, this is a real company, and I put it on the video. There's a company called rentachicken.com, and they gifted us these chickens, 4 chickens for the summer, as a way to get the girls involved in caretaking, and we could be very natural and green and get 4 eggs a day, which we did, and we very much enjoyed. That was my job, was to basically take the eggs and make egg sandwiches out of them every day, which I did. Great. Did I want to touch a chicken? Absolutely not, but I promised our clients that I would do this before the chickens made their way back home. So yes, the chickens are going to be going back home. Speaking of change, we have moved our home residence in town locally. So that was a big thing. So that was a physical change, but for the better. So along those lines, because all change involves some element of pain, that usually you end up better because of the change. So specifically what I mean by that, personal change is painful, but it is the pathway for improving your life. So how did picking up a chicken improve my life? Because I made good on a promise that I made to my client. So what I mean by this is that you have to find a why in order to make change. So my why was my word. I promised these clients that I would pick up this damn chicken before the end of the summer because it was something I did not want to do, but I said I would do it. So I had to make good on my word. But, one of the things that when I said that it is easier to revert back, talking about change being difficult, it's easier to revert back to what we know rather than dealing with the pain of a new change. Now, did it physically pain me to pick up the chicken? No, but it certainly mentally freaked me out. But I did it because I had to go through with it because I promised my clients. So this is kind of what Be Fit Run is all about. Be Fit Run is about not only improving your running, but also improving your life. And by creating these habits, which is what we're going to talk about next week, but change is the precipitating factor in creating new habits. So in order to have a change, you have to come up with a why. So that's how you start with change, is figure out, you have to find a why. For me, it was telling my clients and giving them my word. So something cool that happened today was I had a client that came in, a young high school student who wants to change his running. He didn't want to change his running. He has pain with running. And what he left here knowing is that he has to change his running so he does not have pain. So it's a combination of him. He has to add some strengthening, but the change he has to make is changing his running form. Now, his why is he going to do this? He's not going to go and change his form because he said, oh, Nicole said I have to change my form. His why is because he wants to continue running. It is his senior year for cross-country season, and he loves to run. Doesn't matter what I say, but his why is that he wants to continue to do this activity and enjoy his cross-country season. So I just happened to give him a few tips that he's going to follow, some strategies that he can implement in order to make change to his running routine. See how this thing kind of works? So when you have a why, it is easier to push through the limitations. So go out, find your why, go pick up a chicken, and start making change. So we'll talk more about the kids, we'll talk more about the cats, more about change, and more about habits next week. But start figuring out your why. Oh, I wanted to give you one more example. Losing weight, figuring out your why. Why is it that you want to do that? Is it to be healthy, which we all know? Or is it because you're having trouble when you go to bend over and you can't cut your toenails and that really pisses you off, so you realize, I got to make a change. So there's two other examples, losing weight and running, of finding your whys. And it all comes back to the chicken. Finding your why. Tell your clients that you're going to pick up a chicken and thank them for their kindness. And it really wasn't as bad as I said it was. So even though we named our 4 chickens, Dorothy, Rose, Blanche, and Sophia, so we've enjoyed having them around, but they got to go. Time to go. Time for me to go too. So happy Treadmill Tuesday, and I'll see you next week to talk about habits. Bye, y'all. Peace.